Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. Today I will talk about assessing writing skills. My name is Riza Khofifah. I'm student from Universitas Panca Sakti Bekasi. My presentation is divided into 4 points. First, understanding writing. Second, genre of writing language. Third, types of writing performance. Fourth, scoring procedure of writing assessment. So let's move to the first point. In this part, I will give you an overview about writing and writing assessment. The ability to write continues to be a characteristic of any educated person. Definition of writing is getting more complex because of development of technology, social network, etc. Ways of assessing what learners have written are also becoming more complex. This offers of many opportunities to create more creative ways of formally assessing products and in using assessment formatively to support learners' writing process. The second point is genre of writing language. There are various types of genre of writing, and different genre will require different function or format. It is important to know the genre of writing. Before designing a writing task, we are going to define what genre of text or writing that the test takers need to write. According to Brown, there are 3 types of writing. First, academic writing. Academic here is basically a topic that is related to school or college. Academic writing deals with papers, journals, or report essay. Second, job-related writing. Job-related writing deals with message, include emails or letters, job evaluation, or advertisement. Third, personal writing. Personal writing deals with diaries, letters, fiction, or shopping list reminder. The letters here are related to personal kind of letters, for example, the letters that we write to our friends. The third point is about types of writing performance. There are 4 types of writing performance. First is imitative. Imitative basically related to things like spelling or punctuation. It is to produce written language. The learner must attain skill in fundamental base, task of writing letters, word, punctuation, and very brief sentences. Imitative performance more suitable for elementary school. Second is intensive. Intensive means producing appropriate vocabulary within a context, collocation, and idioms, and correct grammatical features up to a length of a sentence. Third, responsive. Assessment tasks require learner to perform of a limited discourse level, connecting sentence into a paragraph and creating logically connected sequences of 2 or 3 paragraphs. In responsive tasks, the test takers will deal with paragraphs, so the students start to write in discourse level. The fourth one is extensive. Extensive actually continuation of responsive tasks. Extensive task is related to the final product of writing. Extensive implies successful management of all the process and strategy of writing for all purposes, up to the length of an essay, a term paper, a major research project report, or even a thesis. Let's move to the last point. The last point is about scoring procedure. Scoring process is affected by experience of writers and criteria of specific tests. There are 2 types of scoring procedure. First, holistic scoring. Characteristics of holistic scoring are: first, holistic scoring rates the overall proficiency level. Typical holistic scoring session: Each writing sample is read quickly and then judged against a rating scale or scoring rubric. Pros and cons of holistic scoring. The first one is pros of holistic scoring. Holistic scoring is reliable, provides guidelines pertaining to reader training, and rating session administration are faithfully. Holistic scoring also more economical. It means readers are required to make only one decision for each writing sample. And about cons of holistic scoring. Holistic scoring make limitation of single score, which gives usable ranking information but no in details. So in here we have an example of holistic scoring rubric. In holistic scoring, we have different criteria and each criteria give detailed description. So the teacher can look here to score students' performance. The second type of scoring procedure is analytic scoring. Characteristic of analytic scoring is the separation of the various features of a composition into components for scoring. The purpose of analytic scoring is to provide more detailed information about the takers' performance in different aspects of writing. And about pros and cons of analytic scoring. Pros of analytic scoring are provide more usable diagnostic information about student writing abilities. Analytic scoring particularly useful for second language learner, and using analytic scoring is easier to train reader to use. However, the cons of analytic scoring is take a longer time. Analytic scoring are required to make more than one decision for every writing sample. Here we have an example of analytic scoring rubric. You can see it's divided into different levels and different criteria. Each level and criteria give detailed description, so the teacher can look here and compare with the writer or student's performance, so the teachers can give the exact score for student performance. So that's all my presentation about assessing writing skill. Thanks for your attention and thanks for listening to my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.